Hey everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of our Rome Total War 2 Let's Play using the DEI mod. Last time around we set everything up and took over our first city over here of Anthea and destroyed our first faction. So next time, or this time around, we're just about to end the turn and I think we're probably going to get attacked over here. So just had a bit of a think though, what she may, I'm not really sure. No, we're just going to run with it, we're just going to run there, end the turn, see how we go. See what happens. We're going to be very heavily outnumbered actually. I just had a bit of a second rethink. I'm not really quite sure how we're going to go in the battle. So this looks like their fleet and their garrison fleet is attacking our fleet. So I actually need to jump in and fight this battle. So naval battles aren't generally my thing. I actually don't really fight a whole lot of them. I find sort of in the last few Total War games you don't usually get a whole lot of like really big fleet battles. So see how this goes here. So what are we up against? We're up against a few melee ones, I think. Yep, so a couple of melee ships, medium melee, and then a medium missile, and a couple of light missile things over there. Yep. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do, put our main one on our big ship on flaming arrows or flaming damage. And let's see how we go here. So, I think we're going to aim for the medium missile ship first. Try and take that out, because then the melee ship's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage to us, so, oops, so. Put them on row hard for a minute, they get closed in a little bit quicker, so they don't get sort of stuck out there and get hit too much. Come on, there we go. Big ship coming in as well. So did a reasonable amount of damage to them. Didn't lose too many of our own, only a couple, and they've actually taken down 20 or so of theirs. So we should bring our big ship in and hopefully we can start doing some further damage here. I think we're actually going to stand off and use all of our missiles at the moment, given that we're actually sort of obviously massively outnumber them in terms of missile ships at the moment. We just stand off and use all our missile ships as long as we can, and then we're actually going to come in and ram the rest of them. So this one's about to shake, about to break, or shaken. It's about to shake. It was shaken, was about to break, and wavering there, we shattered. So that's good. So we'll send our one's attack here, and actually put this guy back a little bit if we can. Now we're going to attack this missile ship over here. Just bump the speed up a little bit, and attack this one here. Should move our big ship forward so it doesn't get boarded by this one, which looks like that's what they're trying to do. We want to avoid it being boarded if at all we possibly can, so come out this way, put the row hard thing on, get our speed up a little bit. So now 3 ships out over here actually. And I think we're actually going to try and probably ram this ship here. Looks like we're out of ammo. One of our ships is on fire, which is a bit of a problem. Try and ram this ship. There we go. And then turn around and see if we can ram. And this one's actually gone as well, so that's cool. Actually come around. So that one's been destroyed, which is awesome. One of our ships is on fire, which is a bit of a problem. Hopefully we don't lose it, but if we do, we do. Now we actually go in and ram all the ships, see if we can actually do some damage that way. Ram them! Go! 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 That one's down, and then ram this one as well, and then... There we go! That wasn't too bad. Only lost 36 men for 347 losses on their side, so that went up pretty well. Pretty happy with that, so... It's quite good. And yeah. So that was pretty well. We took it down at least 5 of their ships, which is awesome, so... At least that's their garrison fleet and their fleet that was sitting in port that's gone. And we will see how we go here. Dum, 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 dum. Come on, load, load, load. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure why these after battle ones take quite a bit to load. does seem to be worse than the DEI. DEI mod, so could be a little bit of a quirk of the mod or something, but that's okay. I think it's definitely well worth it to, you know, for the rest of the benefits of the mod. So, alright, there we go. So that's a decisive victory. We're just going to enslave the captives as well. Now we've got a battle deployments. This is actually their interesting. Alright, so they've actually got their. So their 2 fleets are left over, which are pretty well damaged, and then their actual garrison army, or is their, I don't know, their main army. It looks like this main army here, which is actually attacking our fleet. So this actually could be an interesting opportunity, if we can do it properly, to actually take down a number of their actual main army units here, because these are all just going to be in transports, which means they can't actually, they won't have any missiles on them, and they can't really ram us, I think, from memory. But it also means they're actually going to be quite easily take down. They actually don't last very long from ramming. So, this could be interesting. So what I think we're going to do is, the only way they're ever going to beat us is actually board all of our ships. That's how we're going to sort of get into some trouble. So what I think we're going to do is actually sort of come in as close as we can, use all our missiles as much as we can. Once they're out, then we're actually sort of do a little bit of a run around and start ramming them, trying to get some of them isolated, and we can ram those ships. We definitely don't want to be caught in the middle of here, because they're just going to jump in and board all our ships really, really quickly. So that's what you want to avoid happening. So let's just sort of come off to the side over here. We've got these 2 missile ships over here, which we're probably going to, they're sort of quite down anyway, so they should be quite easy to take out. So what we are going to do for the moment is sort of just sit here and try and start using some of our missiles to take out a bunch of their ships, a bunch of their units. Don't get too close though, is the problem we don't want to have. So we should off use all our missiles, do some damage to them. This one's got flaming arrow. No, it does now. Let's go take, we set some of their ships on fire and all that kind of stuff, and we can do some damage to them. And then once all our missiles are out, we can start ramming a few of their ships as well. So there we go, taking out a bunch of fire. So this hopefully will be good. I mean, I think it's probably a little bit of a mistake by their part, because obviously got the numbers, but they don't really have the ships to do anything with us. So could be a little bit of a quirk of the AI, a bit of a.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Which is a bit of a mistake perhaps from the AI's part, but taking a lot of casualties as well. So what we're actually going to do, where's this missile ship coming from? There it is there, missile ship there, and that's just a medium melee ship, yeah. So a bunch of our ships actually used these ones actually used all their ammo, so what we're going to do is actually come over this way, actually start ramming a few ships so we can actually pick them off quite easily. Yeah, so they only basically take one and a little bit rams and then they're down. So I'm just going to pull out now. So we don't want to get caught. Never want to get caught. Because like I said, the only way they're ever going to be taking us down is to actually board us. So I'm just going to pull back out again. We'll have to deal with these 2 missile ships before we can sort of get in real close, because otherwise we might get in a bit of trouble.
Our general is under attack.
No, come back. Alright. Row hard on, we don't go and get caught. And bring our ships in. Come out. Well, we're getting caught there, aren't we? Yeah, we are. No, we're not quite. Awesome. Alright. Drop the speed back out a bit so we get caught doing some stuff. So you come in and ram this ship. We're going to come in this one over to ram that one there. Just going to sort of keep coming out this way. Just keep firing. So we ram this one, and then we're going to jump in and ram these ones. So that's that one down, and see if we can ram this one, and then we should be able to take this one down as well. So we're actually going to be able to do a fair bit of damage to these guys, which is awesome. So, okay, we want that to happen. So actually going to pull these guys over here. Try and ram this one, which is boarding our other ship. So we may end up losing those ships, but I think it's still going to be worth it. So that ship's actually gone down, so we're just going to have 3 ships back again. I'm just going to try and pull out this way a bit. Pull out. This one's shattered, so that's okay. So obviously, actually their bowmen can obviously do some damage. Oh, move. I didn't keep an eye on you. Yeah, boarded. Alright. Alright, so we're in a bit of trouble now. So I think at least, if the battle ends here, we're going to at least, I think, we've done a fair bit of damage to them, even if you do lose our ships, which we're going to. Dum. Alright, so what do we do? I mean, we did 1,000 losses to them, so... And we only lost 300 to ours, so I think it's still definitely worth it. It's taking their army down 3,500 down to, 2,500, so... yeah, so that's okay. I think it was worth it. I mean, we're probably going to lose a bunch of our ships there, but I think even just reducing the numbers by quite a bit is probably worth it. So hopefully that's worked in our favour a bit. Dun, 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 dun. I do love some of these quotes. Ambition's debt is paid. William Shakespeare. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Quite interesting to see what they end up doing with the Warhammer. Total War Warhammer. Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, like a lot of it, I don't know. Like a lot of the Warhammer sort of universe is based on like a lot of vehicles and stuff, and I'm not quite sure how they get implemented. Like, they've obviously never had vehicles in Total War games. Like the best they've ever had is, I guess, chariots and things like that. So, decisive defeat. I'm not really too worried about that though. We've still got some ships there, so we can always build the fleet up back quite easily. Because they lost quite a bit of their. I'm not really quite sure why that one actually withdrew though, because it actually wasn't in the fight. So what are we up against here? We've actually got... So they've got their garrison army still, which is fine. And then their main army here. This Thracian cavalry, that's missile cavalry. The only one though, so hopefully that's not going to cause us too many problems. See how we go here. I think we should still be okay. Do hate missile cavalry though. It can be an absolute pain in the backside, especially with like giving out. Like I love our companion cavalry, but that can be quite slow, especially when you're coming up against some missile cavalry and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is line up all of our units, probably just along here in quite a big line like this, just so we don't get flanked, or just so we can sort of prevent getting flanked as much as we possibly can. I'm actually going to. What I actually think I'm going to do is do something like this. Put these sort of here. And actually put a unit of javelins here, because I think what's going to happen, I mean, just from past experience, the missile cavalry are going to come on one of our flanks. So we're going to try and take on one of these flanked units here, or one of these units on the edges. If we've got some javelins and stuff there, they can probably do some damage to the missile cavalry and sort of hopefully ward them off a little bit more. And then just probably put our other ranged units. Where are they? So then that's in there. Just put them there. I'm going to put both of our cavalry probably just on one side as well. Formation, start the battle, bump up the 3 speed, or the faster speed, just to get the game going a bit. So there's the missile cavalry coming in.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
So I think this is going to be, it means that we basically should have missile coverage everywhere. That means that even if these guys come in, which they will, they shouldn't be able to just sort of sit there and pick off our units, because that's the biggest problem that we have. Given that we don't have sort of some really long range ranged units, which I think we're going to have to address now, that we maybe get some bows and even some slingers and stuff in, so they can actually sort of, just means that they sort of can't stand off and just pick off our units, so that's the problem. And maybe even some light cavalry as well, perhaps, potentially. Sort of, perhaps maybe we should sort of put those into our army, so we can actually sort of chase down these units, because our companion cavalry is not, our general's not going to be able to chase down these missile cavalry, so that's why we're doing this at the moment. I'm going to take all these ones, actually not going to take these ones off, I'm going to take these ones off skirmish, and leave this guy in skirmish just in case he does sort of get some units and stuff come in quite quickly. You can just run behind the lines there. Won't get caught by anyone. I'm almost tempted to actually come down and attack them now, given that these guys are far up. They do have quite a bit of, I think, 1, 2, 3 ranged units plus the missile cavalry. No, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to leave it. And yeah, I'm going to leave it. See how we go there. Maybe I should. That's probably too late now. It's probably going to take too long to get down there, isn't it? Because we're probably about the same distance away, so by the time we get there, they're going to be in the same position. Cool, alright, so looks like these are moving forward over to the right a bit, so keep an eye on that. The missile cavalry was coming forward, but they left or just stopped a bit. So actually moving forward, which is, I would have thought they would have waited for their garrison army. If they want to attack us now piecemeal, that's awesome. It works better for us. Should be able to do a fair bit of damage to them. So they don't just stand off and try and pick us off. No, they're not. Looks like they're coming in. Awesome. Well, that works for us. We've got a missile cavalry coming in, so we've got to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't sort of just sit off. So they're coming forward. What's our range? Almost in range. So you just send these guys forward and just start. Because javelins are quite damaging to cavalry. So we should be able to do a fair bit of damage to them. Yeah, which is good. Alright, so let's just send these guys over this way. Like this. And then these ones are coming up through here. So I'm actually going to, these are very heavy melee infantry. I'm actually going to send these guys around the back a bit. And then put all our units on their phalanx formation. There we go. Now we're actually going to send these guys around here. Should be able to do a fair bit of damage to all these units before these guys arrive. With their spear infantry and stuff. And the missile cavalry are actually wavering and now they're broken. Awesome, which is exactly what we wanted. So these guys are all here. Actually going to leave these guys just here. Take them off skirmish now, which is good. And then send our Thracian warriors around the side here. And send our cavalry around and we're going to hit them from the back. Hit their missile units and then hit their main line infantry units. And we're going to use these as our flanking force, because these Thracian warriors, I think I said in the last episode, oh, come around this way, don't attack them from there. Can be a bit annoying when they do that, so we get caught in battles a bit. They've got awesome charge and awesome attacks, but they're not great, they're not very well armoured and all that kind of stuff, so... Men are wavering, which men? Why on earth are these guys wavering? Heavy pikemen, losing current combat. We have to send our infantry now there. I'm not really quite sure why they're losing that so quickly. Only on medium melee. Maybe they've actually taken a lot of missile damage. Perhaps that's the problem. But everywhere else we're okay. I'm actually not going to send these guys in. I'm actually going to bring these through and then shove a charge in from there. Not quite sure why these guys are losing so easily. Anyway, that's alright. I have to keep an eye on that. Very heavy melee infantry, so I'm going to keep away from them and attack these guys over here. These guys should break fairly quickly. And we're going to keep it out of the way of any sort of heavy infantry units if we can. These guys are broken, they should shatter. There we go. Actually going to send these guys straight to the back here now. See if we can do some damage there. And we're just going to send our cavalry, companion cavalry sort of straight through. We keep out of the way of these heavy melee. And these guys are folding now, which is awesome. So I took a lot of damage in our pikemen there. So I suppose they're only a levy pikemen, they're not amazing. So what we're going to do is send our cavalry, our Thracian warriors down here. No, we're going to send out. Okay, we're going to bring all these back. Yeah, because the missiles are back, so we don't want to get stuck in there. So generals hit them in the back and they're shaken, which is awesome. They should fold hopefully fairly soon. Javelin, hit our javelin, get our javelins onto the missile cavalry again. And yep, they're going to waver again, so that's awesome. Send these guys over to the side here. And I'm just going to pull our generals out now. I think. Yep, it's going to take a bit of damage as well, so I'm going to pull them out. We're going to send their Thracian warriors straight in, and they're going to charge hopefully through the lines and do some damage. It looks like they're going to hit us sort of right in the centre, so we are going to send our companion cavalry back in and hopefully take these archers out, because these guys are a bit weak on sort of infantry units over this side. And these guys are getting hit, so we want to definitely get our archers in from there. Taking quite a bit of damage from our from missiles. So actually going to send our infantry forward. Send these guys around the back again, because the spearmen are starting to shadow us. Actually, I'm going to send these guys up here, just because these are shadowing us and they're just sort of pulling the way. I want them to attack our infantry lines. They're not going to get stuck into unnecessary battles. I'm going to send our Thracian warriors straight in. I think we should be fine on these lines through the middle. I think we'll be highly surprised if we can't hold these lines. I think we should be fine. So these units are all folding. These archers are about to be down as well. These medium melee, actually send our cavalry back again, out again. We send our hoplites forward to pin these guys down. And then these have used all their ammunition, so we need to bring them forward. We can use those as sort of like a second force if we need to. So what we're going to do now is, these guys are actually broken, so actually send these guys forward, actually hopefully pin down all these units. Our pikemen are basically gone, so that's not amazing. What should you say these guys to send them in, and then we're going to send these ones around here. Take them off hoplites so they move a little bit quicker, and then send our cavalry back around. Everyone else is holding. I mean, they're steady, confident. Yeah, it's not amazing, but I think we're doing okay. Might as well send our... Oh no, we might as well just leave them there. Not really going to do anything anyway, are they? So I haven't really been able to hit them too much from the flank yet. So we've still got their heavy infantry there, so... just a bit of a pain. I mean, it's smart by the AI, because obviously they means that we can't sort of just easily get into their units. So you're going to charge the back of these, make sure they break really quickly, and then we have like an extra unit. Actually, they're broken already, so that's cool. Now we're going to send these guys into the side. And we're going to send them into there, and these guys are coming down into those guys. How's our Thracian infantry going there? They're going okay. Some of these units are starting to break, which is nice. And we're out. Actually, we're into the missiles now, and we're out of the range of their heavy melee infantry there. We are. Our general's taking a bit of damage, not really a whole lot though. Those guys are broken. We'll send these guys back over here. We're going to get all their missiles out, and then we can actually start charging all their sort of these infantry units in the back lines. And until we actually deal with all these missile units, we can't really do a whole lot, because we're just going to get picked off by archers all the time. I think we're doing pretty well, given that we're massively outnumbered. Like, I knew this was going to happen anyway, but I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be okay. I think we're doing pretty well. I thought I told you to move forward earlier. There we go. Alright, so actually we're into all their archer units now, which is good. So hopefully we can make those break before these Thracian warriors come in. Yeah, it looks like we can. Awesome. So they're all broken, and they're hopefully actually going to make them shatter so they don't come back. So we're going to chase them down until they do shatter. Shatter. And we're going to send our hoplites into the side here. There we go. So there's a couple that have already shattered, and we're going to send these, get the rest of them, and chase these guys down. Where? Where? Who? Who's fleeing? I can't see anyone fleeing. It's not our 2 cavalry. Alright, so those guys have shattered. These guys will soon. So that should be all their missiles down. And these guys. The javelin. Yeah, it's not too unexpected. The pikemen as well. Alright, so these guys have gone. We're going to send our Thracian warriors up here. So let's jump into this. We're actually sort of surrounded them in quite a few spots. These guys are about to break. Let's just send these ones forward and send our, now that they've gone, we'll actually send our infantry back, our cavalry back. Lost a fair few cavalry, but it's not too surprising given the sort of numbers we're up against. We're going to send our cavalry, our archers or javelin into the side here. They're very heavy in melee, so they're getting absolutely slaughtered, but I think it's just going to help them stop them getting attacked in the flank. These guys are wavering. These guys are breaking, so just going to keep them attacking. Forward. These guys are wavering, which is fine, but they're actually coming up here against... Melee against spear generally is a really good matchup. Men flee the battle, which is these guys. Yeah, not a problem, it's fine. To be expected. Sometimes you just gotta do it. These guys are about to break, they're wavering. So if they haven't broken yet, we're actually going to charge into the back of them, and then we'll have an extra one that we can actually just come over here and start using, get them into the fight to make sure. But actually all our lines up here are actually starting to break. So we're going to send these guys around, actually sort of turn them around this way hopefully, and then send the rest of our units forward. Cool, but they're all breaking, so I think their battle is pretty much going pretty well our way. So these guys are pulled off here to try and take our cavalry, but we're getting too quick for them. Just awesome. How are these guys going? Steady and steady. Should be okay there though, I think. Charge in the back, they'll break. We'll use these guys to come down here and take these ones. There we go, they're broken. So actually, send our hoplites into attack here. Pull our 2 cavalry out to the side. They're actually broken. Awesome, well most of them are broken anyway. Send these 2 down here if we have to take attack them. These guys are wavering. Awesome. Battle's won, guys. We've won against rather overwhelming odds, so it's quite pleasing. Taking a lot of damage was not to be expected, or which is to be expected. I think I'm actually going to try and run them down now. Actually, given I don't want to, given though they were sort of outside the city, if we sort of leave them like it is, it's going to means that they're still going to have quite a bit in the city, which means we're going to sort of struggle to take them out. So we're just going to grab our cavalry and actually chase a lot of them down if we can, as much as we can anyway. So no heavy infantry into there. You guys actually come over here, so there we go. I'm going to speed up now and get things sort of just moving a little bit quickly. These guys are broken, so actually that's fine. Battle is turning in our favour, awesome. Chase them down as much as you can, guys. Now continue. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to chase them down as much as we can, do as much damage to them as we possibly can. Yeah, so you chase them down, you get over here into these guys. Alright, I'm going to put the speed up to 3, so just do this. It's going to take a little bit of time, guys, but I think it's worth it, chasing them down, getting as much damage out of them as we possibly can. Because they do still have a fair few, like even we've beaten them, they do have quite a few numbers still going, so I'm going to reduce their numbers down as much as possible, down to basically much close to 0 as we can get it. We obviously won't get quite that there, but we should be able to take a fair few of their number out, so yeah, that's good. Cool. Alright, so you guys over here now. Basically just want to come up against the big unit group, so even if there's like a few stragglers and stuff left, that doesn't worry me too much. I just want to get sort of the big numbers groups down. So these guys, I'm just going to stop. I think that's pretty much everyone else done. These guys have fled, just stop them there. Cool. Alrighty, so the battle should end hopefully quite soon. Let's wait for the stragglers to exit the map. That's cool. Cool, they're gone. Everyone's gone here. I can't really see anyone else. I think there was some over here that were going. Some guys over here, but they're nearly off the map, so awesome. Just gonna leave the game, and that should be done. Look at all the casualties, that's crazy. Huge number of casualties. So our men celebrate all the loot they're going to get off the dead bodies. Awesome, good work, guys. Yeah, big battle, wasn't it? It's quite a wide-ranging battle. See casualties all the way across the front line over here, all the way through the back here as well. Cool. Come on. Close victory. Awesome. Well, that's pretty impressive, guys. I mean, we only had 2,600 in the field and we lost 1,000 of them, but they had 5,000, so they doubled. They outnumbered us 2 to 1, and they had 4 to 1 casualties, so that was 4,400. So pretty impressive, I think. It means we should be able to jump in and take over their city next turn quite easily. We're only going to have around 500, 400, 500 left. We've got, you know, what, still 1,600, so probably a bit more than that as well. So pretty happy with that. It means that that should be our next Barbarian Kingdom down. It should be awesome. Should have the next city done, and then we can. I think we're going to build up a little bit and maybe build up like a full stack and then take over the next city, just so we don't sort of have to run into this not like it wasn't a problem, but obviously we're massively outnumbered. So, which is okay. We got there in the end, but I think just to make things a little bit easier on ourselves next time, we will build up our stack into like a full stack. And that should make it a fair bit easier on ourselves to take over the 3rd Barbarian city. Should be good. close victory. We're actually going to. We don't want to release them. We don't enslave them, so we don't want them to stay in the units. If we release them, they'd be your sort of replacements in the units. So we don't want that. So we're just going to do that. Alrighty, increase for our general, which is good. Construction complete, which means our main city had its city upgrade, I guess. So we're actually going to jump in and see if we can take over this one pretty easy. There we go. Awesome. We're just going to auto resolve this one, which is an aggressive battle. Aggressive. And there we go. He's dead. Decisive victory. Are we going to occupy? Now we're actually going to jump out and try and take these guys. Dead and done. Awesome. Alrighty. Pull our unit out of the city just so we don't get the negative population or public order debuff or whatever you want to call it. Alright, we're actually going to grab a new one up here. I think what we're going to do is... I always really like, given that morale is such a big part of the game, given that if you can get units to break and stuff, it's a really big thing. I'm actually thinking going for negative 2.5% morale. And then actually, if we can get plus 1.5, no we can't, that's okay. Oh, we can there, plus 1.5 for ours. So basically it means that their units are going to break a little bit quicker, and ours is going to last a lot longer, so, or a little bit longer as well, so that's what we're going there. Cool, alright, so we're looking for money. We can convert these buildings over, so we've got Hellenistic Village. Trained slaves, that's quite interesting there. So there's only, in the DEI mod, there's only 2 locations on the map where there's, what are the resources? I think it's salt, horses, and trained slaves. But once you actually get access to those resources, then you can actually start building those buildings. I think it's within other provinces as well, so you can actually like create a supply chain of those units or those resources. But they actually only start in a few different spots. So I actually have trained slaves now, which gives us a pretty big bonus, I believe, to our like economy and all that kind of stuff, so that's quite good. We're going to convert that over, and we haven't got enough money to convert anything else, so that's fine. We can do all that next term. I think that's pretty much everything. So this is the army, the Tribali, the last one we're wanting to take over. So they've got a pretty decent stack there. So we're definitely going to build up our stack into like a full stack, I think, before we go off any further. We've got our ships here, and we've only got our general left, which is fine. So actually pull him back to Pellis. Or Pella, back to our home city, and we can we'll build a few more fleet or build a few more ships there. I'm just going to move our general back over a bit, put him on patrol stance. There we go. And end the turn. Oh no, we don't. That's right. We need to upgrade. Is it here? These ones. So these ones, even though they lost the battle, actually got a sort of a tradition increase. So what are we going to do? I think we're going to go for plus 4% shots per minute for all support ships. So that means they're like the light missile ships. We'll get that bonus. So there we go. Done and done. Is that that's like a revolt up there? It's a bit of a problem. Alright, Athens wants us to join the war against Epirus. I don't think we need to though, so I think we're going to say no. It's like a rebellion there, which is a bit of a problem. We're going to send our army over there and deal with that pretty quickly, because rebellions do like recruit units each turn. So every turn they actually get stronger, and they're sort of elite units as well. So yeah, rebel. All right, that's something we have to deal with quite quickly. Agent recovered. Mission issued. Recruit a champion. We can probably do that. Not quite yet though, but soon. So what we're going to do is actually send our army over. And they've only got a few units as well, so hopefully we can actually crush this early on. Actually, it won't be until next turn, will it? Bugger. Alright, that's okay. But we also get actually like a bonus as well. I'm actually thinking it may even be worth actually recruiting a few more units here just to make sure. There we go. And so we finished research as well in the first, was it first level? Yeah, first sort of economic or civil tech. So what are you going to jump into now? I think we may just grab the Greek unit upgrades one early, just so it's done. We don't have to worry about that. So yeah, still got food. Everything's going pretty well. Got a fair bit of income still, which is quite nice. We're going to bring our ships over. Not going to put them in port because you also do get a negative public order bonus, or yeah, negative public order the next turn. So we don't really want to do that, so that's okay. Got these guys over here, but that should be fine. It's only one ship, and we've still got some garrisons and stuff in there, so that's fine. Jump into here. So what have we got? We've got Nectar of the Gods. One of your magistrates is complaining about the deteriorating quality of wine in his province. Claims even barbarians would refuse to drink it. Introducing wine stands will improve the quality but reduce the quantity. Do nothing. Quality of wine is a problem for merchants. Let them deal with it. Annoyed populace, negative public order per turn. I should say quality. See how that goes. And I think that's all we can do with this turn, really. There's nothing really else that strikes me. So Ep2 is coming around this way. So are they at war with Sparta as well? I assume they probably are, aren't they? Oops, wrong screen. There we go. They are. So they're at war with Sparta and Athens. Alright, cool. That's fine. Fine with me. End turn. So I'm going to bring both of our armies up. Hopefully we can use both of them to take on these slaves here. Oh, the rebels, not the slaves, rebels. Slave rebellion is worse. You ever get slave rebellion, you're in real trouble. Because it basically starts off as a full stack and they're all like really well trained and all that kind of stuff. So Greek unit upgrades, awesome. So we can now start upgrading our units when we get the opportunity. And we get Nectar of the Gods. You actually get plus 10% wealth from all commerce for 8 turns. That was a really good choice. I was quite lucky. Actually, I didn't really do it by, didn't know I was going to end up like that, but that's worked out really well. So actually not going to be get here with both our armies, so that could be a bit of a problem. What you're going to do is jump over here. See how this battle looks at the moment if we look at it. So it's actually running away, okay. So, can we get there? I think we may just go for an auto one if we can, although we do lose quite a few of our forces. Don't really want to fight every battle. It's going to slow things down. I'm just going to go for an auto one, even though we're going to lose a number of our forces. I'm just going to go for an aggressive one. Alright, that didn't work out as well as I thought I should have known. Yes, we did get an upgrade, and an upgrade to that one as well. Oh, we did there, actually. It went down the second time. Cool. Awesome. So there's quite a few numbers. I don't think we lost any units, or maybe we lost a unit of hoplites. Alright. Maybe we have to start just fighting battles all the time. Just trying to speed things up a little bit. Just don't want to sort of fight every battle, because I know they do take a little bit longer in this mod, so that's okay. I think we're pretty much okay here. When we put our things back onto patrol and give us a bit more of a boost into replenishment and all that kind of stuff, and we've actually, well, I mean, it wasn't too bad. We've got upgrades on our units and also our generals, so that's worked out pretty well. So what can we give here for our traditions? What about 1.5% morale during offensive battles, 1.5% damage inflicted by all melee and missile. We're definitely gonna grab that one. There we go. That's a good one. What about here? I think we may upgrade one of these ones. Go for a negative 5% morale for all enemy units plus 20% battle captives. So that works out quite well. We'll actually grab that one. We're also going to grab plus 5% movement speed for all units and plus 3% morale for our units. So there we go. So definitely focusing on the morale side of things, which I think is pretty sensible. So here's our spy back. So I'm just going to send her up to here and just have a look and see what's up here in terms of the kingdoms. But I mean, it is quite good. Like, these guys are quite a long way away from our sort of our main cities. So, and these guys, the Getae or Getae, God knows how you say that. No idea. I don't want to butcher it too much. So where are we now? So these guys, it's okay there. The barracks almost done. These ones are still sort of upgrading. Can we convert this one over? We can into that. Cool. So that's good. And now that these guys are back, we're going to send these ones back here a little bit, I think. And oops, technologies. Alright, technologies, what are we going to do? So we got the upgrades last time. I think we may jump into a couple of economic techs to get our economy going a little bit more. I think we're going to grab this one first. That's plus 2% wealth from agriculture. Should be quite good, so that's good. So obviously, given like the 4 turns per year and stuff, you'll never sort of you'll never get to the end of a full campaign in terms of like, because of the years, because obviously like the same number of years but just more turns. So Campaigns will obviously usually end quite, a lot earlier than what they would in the base vanilla Rome 2. So, agent exposed subject gains notoriety, plus 10% wealth from all sources. That's cool. Works for me. Construction complete. The new barracks and population surplus in Macedonia. So that's cool as well. We can do something about that a little bit later. So now general back, and we'll put them onto patrol. There we go. Patrol regent, which is good. And alright, so public order is finally coming up to a positive up here, which is good. So, and we also got provincial instability, which is coming down each turn, so that's fine. I think we're actually going to try and convert a couple of these fishing things over at the moment. So maybe put one into a shipwright and one into a fishing village. So maybe make Anthea into a fishing village, fishing port. Give us some more food, fish or food, and then we're going to convert this one into a shipwright to give us sort of another port there that we can do. So that's it there. Just going to run up through with our spy, see what's up here. Sort of do a loop around, we can just sort of get a bit of a lay of the land, know what's around, all that kind of stuff. So these guys are still sitting there. Actually, are they on our land? It looks like they are. They are. They shouldn't be on our land. Terrible. Actually, what is their army that we can actually see? They've got these ones. So these guys have got awesome attack and charge. Weak armor though. So that's quite interesting. Some spearmen, some light horse, some axemen, a few slingers. Alright, it's a pretty well balanced army there, which is good. So DEI, the mod as well, does do, I think, do a lot of work on AI army composition, so the armies are generally a lot more balanced than what they were in sort of vanilla, so which is quite good. So you see here, they've actually got quite a good balance here. Probably lacks a little bit of cavalry, perhaps, but they've got some some archer units, and then some spearmen, and then some more heavy melee units, and all that kind of stuff. So pretty well balanced there. So Alex, going to take a few units for our army to replenish, probably 4 or 5. That's fine. We don't have to worry too much about that. Give us time to sort of build up. So, a merchant from the distant south wishes to trade incense and spices with our people. Monopolize. Give it to the gods. Let him trade. Do nothing. I'm actually thinking monopolize. I can imagine though that it may give us a negative one, like a negative event. Maybe just let him trade. If we get let him trade, it may be sort of like a negative public order one, because maybe it thinks people like ripping, we should do it ourselves or something. Maybe we should just do nothing and let him do what he wants. It doesn't really do any benefit to us. Actually, no, just going to monopolize, see what happens. There we go. Out of money again. End turn. There we go. Jump to a new turn. 43 minutes of the episode, so we should probably run for another couple of minutes. Try and get them to as 45-minute episodes as we can. We changed a fair bit in this first couple of episodes, so we're taking over 2 cities. I haven't actually been through that many turns really, but taking over a fair bit, which is good. So, alright, so we actually got happiness, which is good. So +5 public order per turn for 4 turns. That works out well. So encourage populace in Macedonia, which is good. So we get a bit of a boost there. So growth rate and tax rate, which is awesome. So some more money, which would be nice. I'm actually thinking we may actually recruit a few more ships here. So I'm just going to grab another 3 of the raiding ships. They sort of, I do think they work quite well. You can do quite a bit of damage with them, so it's fine. Cool, I should end the turn again. Let's get through a few more turns. Get our spy there. I should move to her, that's fine. Wow, that's an awesome name. Zama Zegatusta. Oh god. Non-aggression pact with the RDIA. Oh god. I'm going to say yes, probably. I don't really want to fight you guys. I don't want to push too far into like the area or anything. The Getae have declared war on us. Well, that's interesting. I'm not really quite sure why you do that, but Athens have allies. Athens have refused to join our side. Ouch, that hurts. So I assume our client state thing is broken now. And Tribali want military access. They still like us, so I don't think they're going to attack us. I'm going to say no. I think you may have to adjust our strategy. Mysteries of Eleusis, and that's +4 Hellenic cultural influence and +4 public order, which is for 4 turns, which is awesome. So that means our province is going to convert over quite a bit quicker. So just send our spy back down here to the Getae. And they've got a full stack there. These guys are primarily defensive, it looks like. Really low armor though. Melee attack isn't that great, weapon damage isn't that great, but they got pretty decent melee defense. So actually they're not too amazing, those units there. What else have they got? Some spearmen, good defense but rubbish attack, and a couple of skirmishers. No cavalry as well, so that's okay. So what I think we're going to do, given that situation, we're actually going to bring this army back up here. Oops, take him off that. And bring him up here. Because they haven't moved out yet, those, which is fine with me. Give these guys another turn to regenerate. Repair up. Got our ships, a couple of our ships back there. So do we still have a client state with Athens? No, we don't. So that's broken. Alright, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, I suspect. Alrighty, what are we going to do, guys? I think... so we've got 11 units in another 3 there, so it's only going to be 14 units, which is not a whole lot. I think it may be enough, though, to actually take on these guys. I'm actually tempted. I assume they're probably going to move out with their army soon, but if they don't, I'm actually going to move down and camp our army sort of just across the bridge there. And we'll see that. See how that goes. Alright, we're actually going to put a cut in the episode here, though, guys. We're up to 46 minutes on the episode. Yeah, so put a cut in here. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Hope you're enjoying this series. And hope you'll stick around. And also, it would be amazing if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. So that would be enormously appreciated if you could do that. It would be absolutely incredible. So, and yeah, hope you all had a good day. And I'll see you all for the next episode.